I need to know that she's gonna have a decent life, where she cares about people, and that she's gonna be okay. I need to know that I have done one thing right with my life.
Greetings, serve this may concern. Christian Eckler here, back with another movie review. And in today's movie review, I'm going to be reviewing the newest Darren Aronofsky / Brendan Fraser film entitled The Whale. And it's also an A24 film, which I didn't know until I actually sat down, started watching it, and the first logo that came up was A24, and I was like, that makes sense. No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh my god. Okay. In the time of this recording, I was looking at the cast for The Whale, because I always say the cast members, and I just noticed that one of the cast members in this movie, the one that played the religious kid that comes in and tries to conform Brendan Fraser, that dude was the same kid actor from the movie Insidious and Jurassic World, and he was the little kid in Iron Man 3. What was it? Ty Simpkins. Wow. That's the thing, man. I've only ever recognized him as a kid. So to see him, I watched the entire movie of The Whale and did not know that was the same kid from Insidious, Jurassic World, and Iron Man 3. The film stars Brendan Fraser, Sadie Sink, Ty Simpkins, and Hung Chu. The film is directed by Darren Aronofsky, and it was written by Samuel D. Hunter, who actually wrote this as a play. So this movie is based off of a play that's meant to be performed on live theater, and live stage. And I'll tell you this right now, when watching the movie, I didn't know that fact either, that this was written to be as a play and it was adapted from a play. The whole movie, I was like, this should be a play, because I love how this film... Well, first of all, the film is about a reclusive English teacher attempting to reconnect with his estranged teenage daughter. And that simple plot is the most you should know going into this movie, because this movie is like a little Russian doll. It just keeps unfolding, and we are revealed stuff about these characters as the movie progresses. It's not sloppy, it's not told in out of order or anything, it's all set in one location, hence why I felt like it should have been a play, which it is. So it's all set in one location, and we only have at most 5 actors in its entirety. Like, there's 5 cast members, 5 actors that have the main role. It's just very tight-knit, it's very compact, yet it tells a very powerful, impactful, and a very emotional story. I mean, if you're not crying for the majority of this movie, I guarantee you will probably bust out crying towards the end of this movie. And that is a great build-up and a great explosion of emotions to have for a film. I mean, for me personally, I was sitting there, I was watching, I was captivated by the performances. And I'll tell you this right now, every single one of these 5 cast members give an excellent performance. No one, and I repeat, no one is weak in this film, and that's insane, man. All 5 of these players play off of each other very, very well, and the chemistry that really stood out was the chemistry between Brendan Fraser and Sadie Sink. And also the chemistry between Brendan Fraser and Hung Chow, because these actors, man, they just, again, the chemistry, man, is just so genuine, and it just feels so real at times. Nothing feels like it's forced. Nothing feels like it, like you forget that these are actors in a movie playing these roles. I was totally sold in this world without even seeing most of it. I remember a lot of it's just in a house. So to be sold on a world and to believe everything while just being restricted to one area, that is a great achievement to reach in a film, man. And this movie rides on its performances, and the performances are masterclass, man. Masterclass. And I will be really, really surprised if Brendan Fraser does not get the Academy Award for this role. This is definitely, in terms of like a technical performance, this is his best performance. And I just hope that he's not really typecast. I don't think he will be, but I just hope that he's not just looked at as this character moving forward in his career. No, I hope he shows that he has range, that he can go back to that action star someday. You know, that would be totally sick. Or even just go back to the comedy star he once was. That would be sick too. I hope he gets more roles after this. I hope all these actors actually just keep getting consistent roles. I mean, Hung Chu, sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. She was in, I recognize her from HBO's Watchmen. She played Lady True in HBO's Watchmen. Say what you will about HBO's Watchmen. I wasn't a over the moon fan of that adaptation, but I found some things to enjoy out of it, and Lady True was one of my favorite parts of that miniseries. And to see her in this movie and to see how well she plays off of Brendan Fraser and everyone else, because there's times where everyone else kind of intermingles with each other, it was very awesome. It was very, 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 very believable. I mean, she was great in Watchmen, she's great in this, and I cannot wait to see her in more stuff moving forward. And if there's anything else that she's done and I haven't seen, I want to seek it out and go and watch it, you know. Sadie Sink, man, talk about a rise to stardom. Sadie Sink is showing that she has the most range out of a new cast of fresh faces in the industry. She has the most range in terms of performance. I mean, from this movie, from the stuff that she did in the recent Stranger Things season, to her being in Taylor Swift's short film, I am unsure if that whole short film has no dialogue. If it doesn't, that's pretty sick, because that's just pure acting right there. If you have no dialogue, it's just pure emotion, pure facial expressions. I haven't seen that in its entirety, so I might have to sit down and watch it. There might be a few dialogues in there, but from my knowledge, it's like no dialogue, just music, and you see them play out the story. So from those three projects right there to this one, I mean, she's just a powerhouse performer, you know, and that ability is only going to grow from here, you know, because she's still very young, so she's still going to grow from here. We're going to see her in tons more roles, and I cannot wait to see what comes next in her career, because she was absolutely phenomenal in this. So I highly recommend going out and seeing The Whale if you can find a screening for it. I recommend driving out to the theater that has it, because it is worth the price of admission. So with all of that being said, I don't want to say too much in detail, but the ending was, I thought it was going to end differently. I'm just say that. I thought it was going to end one way, but it ended a different way. I'm not too bothered by it. It's just, if I had any problem with that, that would probably be it. But again, I can overlook that. You know, ultimately, to me, this movie just seems perfect. Almost perfect. There was nothing that really stood out and it was like, ooh, that ruined the movie for me, or ooh, that really took me out of it. I was invested from beginning to end, man. So with all that being said, I got to give The Whale a solid 5 out of 5 Skarsgårds. Yes, 5 out of 5. The whole family's here, man. This movie is very spectacular. Again, I'll be super surprised if he doesn't get nominated or win the Academy Award for this. And yeah, I recommend going out and seeing it. What did you think of The Whale if you saw it? Let me know down below. Have you heard of this movie? Are you interested in this movie? Are you a Brendan Fraser fan? Are you Darren Aronofsky fan? Let me know down below, and as always, please like, share, and subscribe, support the channel. It's always very much appreciated. The Rendered Image is a show I co-host my good friends Taylor and Shannon. Link to the channel will be down below in the description. We go over all the latest movie news, updates, and trailers, so please go over and check that out when you have time. I hope you're all safe and well out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.